And bringing us in five, four, three, two, one. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
We are
how's it going?
live. We are live at the Sprinties 2020.
The 6-foot film sprint. Filmmaking from 6 feet away. Good job, everyone. We had 13 teams finish films this year. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's always amazing to see what people can pull off in such a short period of time. Um, this year, especially with all the extra limitations that we're all being confronted with, it's amazing to be a part of an event like this that brings people together and encourages creativity and community, even when we, for necessary reasons, have to be staying 6 feet apart.
Yeah, I was really wondering how people would react this year and whether people would be really into doing this. And it was very cool to see so many people signed up and so many people finished. And even if people didn't finish, just going through that process with us is really awesome. And you guys are amazing. And we're really happy that that you're happy and that you're playing and creating with us. And I haven't seen any of these films, Dave. I don't actually know what we're going to see tonight, and I kind of was. It's a little bit of a sprint Christmas for me. I feel really good about it.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen all of them either. I checked to make sure that they worked and they played, but it's going to be a first time watching them for me, which is always one of the exciting parts of this.
Yeah.
Getting to experience it the first time with other people. And so hopefully we've got a good group here hanging out with us. I've got let's see, where's um, my Restream chat that I can bring in up here. Okay, so now we've got our chat included in the upper right hand corner. So if people are watching along from home, I'll probably drop that chat out during the film so that we're not, intruding on the films that people made. But if anybody wants to get into the chat in YouTube or in Twitch and chat with us, and at the end when we're taking a break to give everybody a chance to vote for their favorites, it'd be great to see people in the chat rooms asking questions and talking about their films and other people's films, so we can kind of simulate the community feeling that we're usually getting doing screenings over at the parlor room.
And for voting, we're going to have everyone who's watching here vote on films, and we'll put that voting link up after all the films are done. It's a Google form that you put your email address in to fill out, and there'll be a first, second, and third place. We're asking everyone to vote for a different film for first, second, and third place. If someone's voting for a film multiple places, we're going to discount that vote. But so spread your votes around, spread your love around for what you like, and that will come up at the end after all the films are done. We'll put that up and we'll give people some time to vote on what's good. You'll also see, right, Dave, we're going to see the name of the film and the team name and the prompts that they had before the film starts, so you'll get a sense of what people were working with going into the piece, and see what kind of decisions they made around putting it together. So that'll happen. A couple of other things, just a reminder for people that we have open hours every Monday and Friday at 3:00. So we hang out on Zoom. Staff is hanging out on Zoom. If you have anything you want to talk about, maybe you have an idea for a show, maybe you're wondering, if there's something that you can do with us resource-wise. We have Premiere licenses you can check out. We're excited to do some workshops and classes online. We've been doing that. We'd like to do some more of those. Or maybe you just have a tech question. Maybe you have an editing question. Come to open hours, 3:00, Mondays and Fridays. We'll be hanging out there to hang out with you. And then the last bit I want to say is you can also support us on Patreon. Patreon membership is free for Northampton Open Media, and classes are free, and everything we do is open to everyone. But if you do like what we do and you want to support us, because The support structure that does support us, which is cable television dollars and only television dollars, is dwindling a bit. So you can go onto Patreon and you can sign up and give us $1 or $2 a month. And if you want to appreciate us, that's how you do it. And it's an online support service called Patreon, Patreon, patreon.com/Northampton Open Media. And I think that link is up there now. So you want to support us, go check us out there. You can commit to giving us a few dollars a month. That'd be cool. If not, please just continue interacting with us and building community and honing your skills and having fun. So that's it, I think. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope everybody at home is excited. I'm going to bring up our opening graphic here for just one more second so that we can get the films queued up. And then, like Al said, we're going to be playing them all the way through with titles before each one. And then we'll be back to talk about it and celebrate everybody's creation. So we'll be back in just a minute with the beginning of the 2020 film sprint.
Opportunities are closed to those joyless in the zigs and zags of existence. To prosper in life, you need to take a stand, a bold stand. For when death finally catches up to you, judging every decision you have ever made, you need to ask yourself, were you real or not?
But I need another favor. Athena Hall, my mom's arch nemesis, took home the trophy in the World International Triathlon last year after puncturing my mom's bike tire. Now they've canceled all sporting events for who knows how long, and my mom is a wreck. I need you to get that trophy for me.
So you want us to whack the cheater?
I want you to get the trophy. Focus. Here's the plan.
I really want to whack her.
The plan is simple.
It's closed. Open it.
First, we get inside. Then, we deactivate the alarm. Next, cut the power. Make sure to pet the dog. Sneak upstairs. Pick 2 locks. Grab the trophy.
Come on.
Then to get out, we've got to grab the rope and go down. The plan is perfect.
What on earth? What is going on here?
I knew my plan was better. Look, Cyclone's texting. I bet that trophy's worth a lot of money.
Father, with much sadness, I confess, my melancholy must be addressed. I am quite simply bored of rain and grey clouds, hiding all signs of spring, and everything is closed, you see, this pestilence accursed, for the misery of ennui visited upon me.
Son of mine, I consider it entirely fine for thou to pine for prettier days. May I humbly propose a simple query, whose answer may make our current calamity seem but a lark?
I doubt, kind sir, that your diversion will offer but a respite from my affliction.
Yes, of course. That much is plain to see, much like this object I hold in my very hand.
What is it, father? Some echo from antiquity?
Close, son, but not so close as that. This object I so casually hold is far older than ancient times, you see. For this is the extruded, petrified remnant of a dinosaur's meal. And I ask, was he bored when the meteor tore his happy world asunder? Behold.
Why people don't just send a link for Zoom meetings? Meeting number. Okay. Right.
I can't hear you.
Whoa.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Here. We can hear you. We can hear you. Audio button. Check audio button. I don't know how I just actually can find out. Mute him. Here, can you? Muted.
Hi. Hello?
Stop. He's of Earth. He's of Earth. You are...
I'm looking for the council meeting.
This is the council. This is a council. What council are you looking for? This is the local Galactic Council of Exploration, Visitation, Subjugation, and Colonization. He may stay. He's of Earth. Trump, stop staring. He believes he can see us that way. Stop. It is creepy. You, of Earth, communicate this to your leadership. All resident aliens are ordered to depart immediately and self-isolate for 14 Earth centuries. Earth solar days. Whatever. Earth is closed indefinitely for all future exploration, visitation, subjugation, and colonization per order of this council.
Okay.
Trump, you stay on Earth. Yes, stay.
Don't. No. He can go.
Enough. Have a nice day.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what more to say. I mean, they said get in touch with leadership, so here I am. I mean, just what can I say? Just go outside. Just go outside and look up. Just look up.
Time for a bedtime story.
Can't I just finish my episode of Supernatural?
The Princess and the Rock. Once upon a time,
Oh my god.
there was a beautiful princess who was renowned throughout the land, and all the princes in the town would exuberantly swipe right.
Hold it. Is this a kissing book?
But she was a jealous princess, for she saw all of the citizens of the kingdom enjoying nature and praising the beauty of the earth so much.
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. It's all just nature and spring. What about me?
So the princess went out into the forest and abused the trees. She threw the rocks to break them. She stomped on the flowers. She yelled at the waterfalls. After all this, a string of horrific luck befell the princess as she had been cursed by an evil wizard. She fell down the stairs. Her car stopped working.
I'm gonna miss my flight to Arendelle.
She went to get her favorite coffee.
May I have a Trenta Mocha half cap, half espresso latte with 4 ice cubes? Hello? Hello? Are they closed?
Any of these bad things happened to the princess, the strange little karma rock would appear and mock the princess for her vanity and jealousy. The princes of the town actually even started swiping left.
No, not swiping left!
Then one fateful day, while the princess was out on her evening beauty jog, a large rock came rolling down the hill and crushed her.
That's pretty dark.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Beaches are closed for the foreseeable future. Our virtual tour of the sea lets you experience the wonders of the ocean through a curated selection of pre-recorded footage. A beach trip in a pinch. Sit back, relax, and let us transport you. We're starting on a sailboat on a windy day.
Hi diddle diddle hi, in a little cabin we'll coo in a sailboat in the sky. Hi diddle diddle hi, in a little plane built for two, we'll go sailing, you and I. If you'll be the girl and I'll be the fella, my head'll whirl like a whirling propeller. Hi diddle diddle my, every little dream will come true in a sailboat in the sky.
But what's it like under the waves? Marine tour guide Robert Wagman has the answer.
The ocean floor is a dream world, silent, vast, mystic, unreal, lonely beyond words, beauty that haunts one, majesty all its own, inhabited by strange, weird creatures. In this submerged world, unreal lights play across the ocean floor. Strange fish peer out of unexpected corners. Forests of gently undulating seaweed. Whoopee! And that is that.
Thank you, Robert. Now, we're almost out of time. Here's a marine montage for good measure. Oh yes. We hope you enjoyed Tour of the Sea. We'll see you again when society reopens, and in the meantime, look out for Volume 2, Tour of the Library, coming soon.
Hi Diana, it's Dr. Nightswander. I know we haven't had a session in a couple months, but I have a book that I think you might like called The Quickening Spirits. If you want to just call me back, make an appointment, just so you can pick it up, I think that'd be great. Hope you're okay. Oh, God. Orpheus. Gross. Ugh. Come on. Back to where it is.
more stupid old house. Ugh. Fine, front door, break it down, just have to call the contractor and get a new door and fix everything else. Orpheus, would it kill you to help me or something?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Looking for Jingler J742-32112.
You're looking at him.
Given the current state of emergency in our country due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the federal government, invoking the powers of Section 33, Sub-Article 999, Paragraph 23 of the United States We Have No Time to Lose Act, do hereby order the procurement of all jinglers in the service of our national security. In the interest of raising citizens' awareness to the dangers of COVID transmission through careless and unhygienic social interaction, jinglers will be required to compose effective, memorable, ring-a-ding ditties that promote distancing guidelines and incite proper fear of infection. It is the hope of our Commander-in-Chief to eradicate this germ, this invisible enemy, this, I don't even know what to call it, but it's genius, and get our country back on track. Failure to comply with the powers invoked in this article will result in the revocation of license to practice jingling in all venues, private or public.
Submit within 3 days in an attachment to the Department of Homeland Security. Write in the subject line, "We have no time to lose" act.
Six feet away is where I'll stay. Wear a mask, wear a mask. If you have a fever, don't give it to your neighbor. Wear a mask, wear a mask. A cough or a hack could be your last. Wear a mask, wear a mask. 6 feet away is where I'll stay. Wear a mask, wear a mask.
And the internet's out. Again. Whoa!
Whoa!
Can you hear me?
What? Yeah, I can hear you. How is this working?
Alright, let's have some fun with this.
No, that one.
Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Take pen and ink and write it down.
Wonderful.
Here we have to go.
Hey, let's try this mirror thing again tomorrow, okay?
Alright, bye guys. See ya.
I remember that book. So many memories. The End. A community media project with Northampton Open Media. Directed by Operation 5 at 6 and 7. Written by Aaron Berman, Keaton Hogan, and Isaac James. That's going way too fast. Can you Whoa. The cat made it? Where am I? Or where am... There I am. Yay!
Oh no, there's none left.
This just in. Due to stores being closed early for the cleaning and now the hoarding of toilet paper, the Paper Puppy Corporation is having a toilet paper lottery for a year's worth of 240 rolls of 2-ply premium toilet paper. Log on to our website now to win. Congratulations, Mr. Hillsdale. You won the year's worth of toilet paper! Yes! Yeah! Whoa! I'm not gonna have to buy toilet paper for a whole year! Ah!
Bailiff, what's next on the docket? Thank you. Okay. Hillsdale versus Paper Puppy Corporation. Fine print says winner pays shipping. Well, Mr. Hillsdale, You should have read the fine print. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Instead of paying $179 drop shipping, you're going to pay just 99 cents. Take that, Paper Puppy Corporation.
Yes. So absorbent, so clean. Yes. It's mine. All mine.
I'm going to a gunfight just down the street. There's a couple of lunatics playing army out by the creek. They got shotguns and revolvers. Me? All I need is a shard of my cheese. Yeah, Hickory smoked farmed cheddar cheese. It's sharp, and I like it like that. It's sharp, and I like it like that. It's sharp. It's sharp. I'm going to a gunfight. Going to Well, I went to a gunfight down the street. Bunch of lunatics playing army out by the creek. Had shotguns and revolvers. Me, I whipped out a shard of my cheese and I got shot. 80 times I got shot. 80 times I got shot. As far as credits, I'd like to thank credits, because without credits, we wouldn't be able to give credits. So, thank you, credits.
Did there for a while. That was amazing. Those were amazing films. What a killer lineup for the 6-foot film sprint filmmaking
sure?
from
Try it now. Try it now.
I don't know how you're gonna pick who you're gonna pick there, but we're getting the link up now. Oh, you should see it up there now. So if you go to our website at northamptonopenmedia.org, you can vote for the top 3. I think we had a couple of glitches there. I think audio. We had one of our desktops appear. Momentarily. Hello, I think I may be back. So that voting link should be up. And
yeah,
you should go there
voting
now and
link
vote.
is up now.
So what we'd like voting to be open for the next 6 minutes in honor of the 6-foot sprint. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have that voting open, and people can submit their votes, and then we're gonna start the whole thing over again just so you guys can see those films again. We had a couple of technical glitches there. You saw some audio controls as we try to adjust that. Also, Erica, I'm so sorry. It looks like we had an entry that didn't get put through.
What was that one called?
It was from Lost Woods Productions, and it was called Bitter Knitter. The Bitter Knitter. Can we check that in MediaFire? Maybe we can.
I'm gonna double check it right now.
So we're gonna go double check that right now. And see if we can find it. I don't know why that would have happened. I'm sorry if it got lost in the shuffle. It looks like you did. It looks like you got some kind of message that you did. That the submission did get through. So we're going to check that out and try to look for it. If everyone can try to go and vote, we're going to try to find Erica's film and get that up one way or another. Everyone should be really proud of your work here. These are really incredible films. I would be hard pressed. I'm not going to be voting here, but I would be very hard pressed to figure out. And votes are coming in.
Nice. I'm sorry, I don't know what may have happened, but I don't think I see that one in the Dropbox.
Yeah. So voting's going to happen right now. Melissa McClung is asking when voting's happening. So we're going to do voting now. For some reason, we didn't see Erica's film come through. We had one team, Lost Woods Productions, who's been here for every film sprint. Thank you, Lost Woods. And we're going to try to find your film, and we're going to make sure it gets into the cut, and that it gets up, and we're going to get it out for people to see, even if we can't show people now. So try to vote now, and then we're going to start it again, and we're going to show these films all over again for people, just for your enjoyment. Erica says she's sending it again now.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay. How quick can we put that up?
You want to put it on right now?
Yeah, can we get it up right now?
Let's give it a shot.
All right. So we're going to work on getting, there's a film that from Lost Woods Productions that we're gonna try to throw up here so everyone can check it out. I'm gonna start tabulating these votes. Then we'll open it up for another couple of minutes after we see the Lost Woods film as well, I think. And if anyone wants to resubmit their vote, I will give people some time to do that and see what happens. This is pandemic for film sprint. It's 6 foot film sprint, so these are different rules.
Usually we could ply you with chips and seltzer.
Yeah, chips and
seltzer. Fill in the gap in the voting. I guess people have to provide their own chips and seltzer.
If you do have chips and seltzer at home, now is the time to break it out, or popcorn, or
my favorite, year-old Juaritos that's been in my basement since last summer.
Is there?
I haven't been outside in 4 months. No.
I was going to ask you if we should be concerned, Dave.
It's a special occasion. I thought I'd bust out something special, you know.
I drink a lot of seltzer water, so I've been drinking seltzer water. I'm eating apples. I eat a lot of apples too. I don't know what other people are doing for food. I mean, you know, we're all getting by, but I'm eating a lot of apples and drinking a lot of seltzer water.
Okay, so I have the Bitter Knitter downloaded.
All right.
So maybe I'll bring that up, and I don't know if we want to give people a couple extra minutes to watch this, and then
I
haven't voted yet, or
exactly. So that's what we'll do. We're going to show this. I'm going to start trying to put these votes together as we can, and then we'll give people some chance if they want to resubmit their vote, they can do that, and we'll give people some time to do that. You just put in an email address again.
Cool. So I'm going to bring up our graphic one more time here and make the transition to the Bitter Knitter from Lost Wood Productions. And we'll roll that and come back and take a little bit of time to conclude voting.
Hey, Autumn, what are you doing?
I never would have imagined a dark underbelly, but it admitted it. But there she was, lying on the sidewalk with a size 5 knitting needle stuck in her neck. So you know why you're here.
There must be some kind of mistake.
Listen, Miss Williams is dead.
What? That girl? Oh my goodness, how terrible! Who would do such a
She
thing?
was stabbed with a knitting needle, just like the one you used in the competition. The host had given me the footage. They were head to head like a boxing match, needles
Most
in
rows
hand.
completed in 3 minutes takes the title. Betty, are you ready to defend it? In 3, 2, 1, stitch away. 3, 2, 1. Needles down. And Autumn wins. Congratulations, we have a new record. What do you have to say?
I can't believe it. It's like I just love creating things, and sometimes I feel like the knitting is my baby.
It was hard to reconcile the woman in front of me, but the video said it all. She wasn't going to give up that title so easily. Who else would have motive?
Well, there were other people there. They should be all of us.
But it was your record, wasn't it? Your name coming off the plaque. You killed her because she was better than you.
Yes, fine, I did it. I killed her. She deserved it. She knitted for trees and bicycles. And trees don't get cold. I knitted scarves and hats and mittens for children.
All right. Case closed.
so we were glad that we were able to pull that off and show you Lost Woods film. We added that to the voting, so you can go if you want now, and you want to include that in one of your votes. You can go and resubmit. We're doing some voting tallying right now, which is probably why I'm looking off camera a little bit from everybody, because we're doing some of this work to tabulate these results. But if you want to do that, please use the same email address so we know you're changing your vote, and then we'll figure it out. And
I'm seeing in the chat, Bob is saying that people are saying the voting link is working for about half of them and not working for others.
Interesting.
So just double checking on that.
We do have lots of votes.
I wonder if it's not loading or if the Google form isn't working. It could be an issue with browser, maybe.
Maybe people could people could talk about their browsers, might help. People who are not working, maybe if someone whose link is not working, maybe you could tell us what browser it is. Maybe that'll help us figure it out.
Yeah, if people can give us any more information about issues that they're having. I'm pasting the direct link into the chat right now.
Cool.
That link, if you're not able to get to our website, then maybe that direct link would help.
Oh yeah, maybe it could be a website thing.
And I mean, the link wasn't there immediately upon the conclusion of the films. It took a minute to get that posted. So if somebody went to that website the moment the films ended and didn't see the link live, it's because it wasn't. We were watching and distracted. So if that wasn't there the first time you checked, you could go back and try again now. Maybe you'll have better results. Maybe I'll try loading that form in some different browsers to see if I see any issues.
Cool.
Does anybody have any questions for other filmmakers? Is there anything that anybody was curious about? Either somebody's technique or inspiration or prompts that anybody have any prompts that were extra difficult or extra fun or extra inspiring or made you curse our name at 11 p.m. on Wednesday? There was an Android device that needed to resubmit. Also, I mean, we've run into issues. So for the past 4 years, is it, we've done crowdsourced cinema where we remake a film?
I think it's 5.
5. So there was a year or two when we did gave people the option to sign up for their scenes starting at a certain time. It was at 9 p.m. or something. And we had issues with people submitting the same form. And it seemed like it might have been due to them submitting that form at the exact same time. So it could be an issue with us driving a bunch of people to use the same form at the exact same time. Whereas usually these forms, their use is spread out so much that it would be difficult to run into that issue of somebody else submitting it at the same time. So just kind of brainstorming what the issue could be. It's probably a little late right now to solve it, but Google Forms are just so easy, quick to put together. We can't get away from it. So Erica's saying that 2 minutes is tough. The first cut was twice that long. Yeah, and in the I think the first sprint that we did, the limit was 7 minutes. We did
Yeah.
the 7 days, and it was a 7-minute film, and that gave people a lot of time to play around with. But it also kind of felt like too much, you know. People would make a 7-minute film when, a little bit shorter of a story could maybe be a little more succinct. And also, if you have 20 teams sign up and everybody makes a 7-minute film, you're there for hours and hours.
Yeah.
2 minutes is short. It's shorter. Last year was the first year that we did 2-minute films, and we got some good responses from it. But if anybody has input regarding film length or prompts or anything, we're always interested in trying to change it up as much as we can every year, so that we're giving people a different experience, and we kind of stumble into fun new things when we do that. So please, we'll probably end up sending a feedback form on within the next week, so people can give us some feedback about their experience. The Hug Monster mask was great. The Hug Monster mask was great, Ian. I agree. I wonder, was the mask made for the film, or is that something that you guys wear frequently? Seeing 2 minutes was a great part of the challenge.
I think we went to 2 minutes last year. Was the first year we were at 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we were at 7 minutes the first year, then 5 minutes, and then 2 minutes last year and this year.
Ian saying maybe 3 minutes would be better.
Yeah.
How can you write a heist in 2 minutes? It's plot based. That's totally,
Yes.
a true thing. And I think that it one of the things that it can make you do is rethink what these genres are, and try to fit a genre that usually is a 90-minute, 2-hour-long story into such a short period of time. You have to kind of rethink what it is. And so it can just kind of take some brainstorming and thinking about how do we reinterpret this genre, and rather than maybe trying to follow a traditional course, how can we reimagine it in a shorter time period? So yes, the mask was made for the film. The Hug
Wow.
Monster mask was made for the film. That's awesome.
That is cool.
Bob is wondering how people handled their editing. Anybody use any free softwares out there? Anybody editing with something that they just started using, or anybody using software that they've used for a long time? Anybody working with 16mm flatbed editors? And it's cool to see what everybody did this year, and all the films from past years are all available on YouTube as well. If you're ever in the mood to watch a bunch of shorts that were made in a short period of time, you can track down a pretty huge collection of 7-day short films on our YouTube page.
We should do a stream of all those one of these days soon. Just chat them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to watch those ones from the first year again. I haven't seen them. It's been a while. Seems like a million years ago.
Yeah.
iMovie for editing. Editing's one of my favorite and most frustrating parts. KindMaster, first time it worked great. Oh, cool. That's one that we mentioned in the cell phone video class the other day, and it's a software that you can there's a desktop version and a mobile phone version. VHS tape to tape. Yeah, Melissa.
Wow.
Oh, just joking. Yeah, that would be something. Download some Prelinger videos, put them onto tape, and then edit tape to tape. And you're I don't know how many generations that is, but
what if we gave everyone all the same source material instead of prompts, and then they had to edit? It was just an exercise in editing those things together.
Right. Yeah. Should we just have the the post-sprint discussion that we usually have over at Packard's, where we spitball crazy ideas. How we're totally going to change it. Everybody can be invited. Any way we want to make changes would be cool and fun. Free version of BCSD for editing. Melissa remembers the first film sprint was screened in the old Hawley Street building.
It was. That's really great. That's where we are now.
Yeah.
Or not right now, but
not literally, because we're not allowed to be there.
Yes.
we go there from time to time, but yeah, that's right. Before we had changed our name to Northampton Open Media, and before we had moved into 33 Hawley Street for our public facing facility, that building was heading towards renovation and was kind of gutted. I remember we set up just some white muslin on some C-stands with a projector and our PA, and it was one of those things where you set up and everything looks good, and then as we were starting the films, the sun started going down in the west, and it started blasting through the windows on the wall and was like washing out half the screen. It was driving me crazy while we were screening them, but it was a really awesome screening. I think we did voting that year. Everybody like writing on like pieces of paper and putting them like on paper plates or something.
That's right.
It was a mess. And we gave out awards for best cinematography, best actor. I think Melissa won several of those. Is that right, Melissa? I think you took home some cash on that day. Sports, right? Sports, a motivational story. That's where that came from. Stock footage festival, that'd be cool. Yeah, making stock footage. Well, that's, yeah, we've had that discussion before. Melissa's talking about an idea where we could try to crowdsource the creation of stock footage and create a stock footage library, and then use that as a fundraising mechanism for the community media station. So it would be
that hits on a lot of levels. That hits on a lot of levels right there, Melissa.
Right.
That's doing a lot of things at the same time. I love it.
Oh no, somebody shattered the glass of their back door while filming.
Oh.
My heart started beating hard. I was shooting my kids' Animal Crossing one, and I was using the drone from the station for it. And as we were shooting that scene, it started kind of elevating on its own. Like I wasn't controlling it, and it was moving it. I had it positioned over water at that moment. And for a moment, I was like, "Oh no, is this thing gonna like take off on me and crash into the pond?" But it was fine. It's all for art.
We have votes.
Are votes still coming in?
Votes are tabulated.
Votes are tabulated. Oh my goodness.
They are.
This is great. My heart's beating.
All right, so that's it. Is there? I mean, there's no. Is there a drum roll? Do we have a drum roll? There's no drum roll. Should have done like one of those.
Yeah.
Audio.
I mean, our audio game is lacking.
It is. We weren't thinking about that.
It's just like with this setup. We need to get some sort of audio software where we can mix multiple sources. The way it's set up right now, everything's coming in at the same level, and it would just dominate us. So next year.
Elena Langan-Fortier is saying that we hung our 7-year-old from the second floor.
I loved that shot. That was great. It reminded me of the Beetlejuice shot where the kid rising out of the grave as Beetlejuice, and they had a rope tied around him, swinging him around. So great.
Okay. Oh, all right. So the drum roll. So in third place at the 6-foot film sprint from Team 33 Unicorns, the cry of the hug monster.
Yeah.
Nice job.
It was worth it. The mask creation was definitely worth it. That was awesome. And the song, everything.
Congratulations on third place in the 6-foot film sprint. Second place in the 6-foot film sprint by Team Bob and Just Bob. Or final jump. Final jump. Bob and Just Bob. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Bob.
I love that.
Nice job.
That, like, stylistically and storytelling on like a minimalistic, like visually and auditorially. Obviously, it was a great short. I really enjoyed that one. Great job, Bob.
Yeah. What was the what effect? I'm curious what effect you're using. Maybe we can talk about that later. But I'd be interested in knowing how you achieved that. It's very, very cool, man. And then the winner of the 2020 6-foot film sprint, Team Scribbles and Bits Film Lookup.
Yeah, Richard.
Really nice. Timely, relatable.
Yeah, it was pulled from the headlines, or at least from our everyday lives. That's how it seems. That's great. Well, great job tabulating, Al. That was a monumental feat. And great job, everybody, on your films. It's always tough to pick winners for any of these things, and I think everybody should be really proud with what they did. And I hope it inspires people to keep creating in these odd times and to come back next year and do more stuff with us, because this makes everything more fun. Al, did you have anything else?
No, just amazing job, everyone. That was really cool. It makes me want to have everyone take a couple of weeks off before we do it again, so that you can be in the same mind frame next time and make this amazing work. Keep engaged. Keep check us out. Come to our open hours Monday and Friday, 3:00. Talk to us about projects. Let's make some more stuff. We'd love to help you guys make some stuff.
And check out our Patreon, right?
Yeah, check out Patreon, patreon.com/Northampton Open Media. If you want to become a regular monthly supporter of us, there's different dollar levels you can do that at. And if not, no big deal. But come make with us. That's the most important thing. And if you like what we do and you want to throw us a couple dollars, do that on Patreon.
Okay, cool. So we're going to take a short pause here, and then we're actually going to keep the live stream going. We're going to roll all the films again. So, everybody can stick around and keep chatting in the chat if they want to keep on talking to the other filmmakers and ask questions about films that, you had questions from before, or you might see something again here that brings something to mind. And yeah, once that's done, all rolling through, we're gonna wrap it up. But stay safe, everybody, and keep on making stuff.
Stay safe. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Dave and Liz. Thanks for all these sprinters.
Hold on. We're still live. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I did a little bit of animation on this graphic. I'm really proud of it. Okay, now I'm cutting
Now for the thrilling adventures of the Phantom Hijacker.
Opportunities are closed to those joyless in the zigs and zags of existence. To prosper in life, you need to take a stand, a bold stand. For when death finally catches up to you, judging every decision you have ever made, you need to ask yourself, were you real or not?
I need another favor. Athena Hall, my mom's arch nemesis, took home the trophy in the World International Triathlon last year after puncturing my mom's bike tire. Now they've canceled all sporting events for who knows how long, and my mom is a wreck. I need you to get that trophy for me.
So you want us to whack the cheater?
I want you to get the trophy. Focus. Here's the plan.
I really want to whack her.
The plan is simple.
It's closed. Open it.
First, we get inside. Then, we deactivate the alarm. Next, cut the power. Make sure to pet the dog. Sneak upstairs. Pick 2 locks. Grab the trophy.
Come on.
Then to get out, we've got to grab the rope and go down. The plan is perfect.
What on earth? What is going on here?
I knew my plan was better. Look, Cyclone's texting. I bet that trophy's worth a lot of money.
Father, with much sadness I confess, my melancholy must be addressed. I am quite simply bored of rain and grey clouds, hiding all signs of spring, and everything is closed, you see, this pestilence accursed, for the misery of ennui visited upon me.
Son of mine, I consider it entirely fine for thou to pine for prettier days. May I humbly propose a simple query, whose answer may make our current calamity seem but a lark.
I doubt, kind sir, the version will offer but a respite from my affliction.
Yes, of course. That much is plain to see, much like this object I hold in my very hand.
What is it, father? Some echo from antiquity?
Close, son, but not so close as that. This object I so casually hold is far older than ancient times, you see. For this is the extruded, petrified remnant of a dinosaur's meal. And I ask, was he bored when the meteor tore his happy world asunder? Behold.
Why people don't just send a link for Zoom meetings? Meeting number. Okay. Right.
I can't hear
Whoa.
you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Here.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Audio button. Check audio button.
I don't know how I just actually can find out. Mute him. Here, can you?
Muted.
Hi. Hello?
Stop! Stop! He's of Earth. He's of Earth. You are...
I'm looking for the council meeting.
This is the council.
This is a council.
What council are you looking for?
This is the local Galactic Council of Exploration, Visitation, Subjugation, and Colonization.
He may stay. He's of Earth.
Trump, stop staring.
He believes he can see us that way.
Stop. It is creepy.
You, of Earth, communicate this to your leadership.
All resident aliens are ordered to depart immediately and self-isolate for 14 Earth centuries.
Earth solar days.
Whatever. Earth is closed indefinitely for all future exploration, visitation, subjugation, and colonization per order of this council.
Okay.
You stay on Earth.
Yes, stay.
Don't. No. He can go.
Enough. Have a nice day.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what more to say. I mean, they said get in touch with leadership, so here I am. I mean, just what can I say? Just go outside. Just go outside and look up. Just look up.
Time for a bedtime story.
Can't I just finish my episode of Supernatural?
The Princess and the Rock. Once upon a time,
Oh my god.
there was a beautiful princess who was renowned throughout the land, and all the princes in the town would exuberantly swipe right.
Hold it. Is this a kissing book?
But she was a jealous princess, for she saw all of the citizens of the kingdom enjoying nature and praising the beauty of the earth so much.
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. It's all just nature and spring. What about me?
So the princess went out into the forest and abused the trees. She threw the rocks to break them. She stomped on the flowers. She yelled at the waterfalls. After all this, a string of horrific luck befell the princess as she had been cursed by an evil wizard. She fell down the stairs. Her car stopped working.
I'm gonna miss my flight to Arendelle.
She went to get her favorite coffee.
May I have a Trenton Mocha half cap, half espresso latte with 4 ice cubes? Hello? Hello? Are they closed?
Any of these bad things happened to the princess, the strange little karma rock would appear and mock the princess for her vanity and jealousy. The princes of the town actually even started swiping left.
No, not swiping left!
Then one fateful day, while the princess was out on her evening beauty jog, a large rock came rolling down the hill and crushed her.
That's pretty dark.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Beaches are closed for the foreseeable future. Our virtual tour of the sea lets you experience the wonders of the ocean through a curated selection of pre-recorded footage. A beach trip in a pinch. Sit back, relax, and let us transport you. We're starting on a sailboat on a windy day.
I diddle high in a little cabin, we'll coo in a sailboat in the sky. I diddle high in a little plane built for two, we'll go sailing, you and I. If you'll be the girl and I'll be the fella, my head'll whirl like a whirling propeller. I diddle my every little dream will come true in a sailboat in the sky.
But what's it like under the waves? Marine tour guide Robert Wagman has the answer.
The ocean floor is a dream world, silent, vast, mystic, unreal, lonely beyond words, beauty that haunts one, majesty all its own, inhabited by strange, weird creatures. In this submerged world, unreal lights play across the ocean floor. Strange fish peer out of unexpected corners, forests of gently undulating seaweed. Whoopee! And that is that.
Thank you, Robert. Now, we're almost out of time. Here's a marine montage for good measure. Oh yes. We hope you enjoyed Tour of the Sea. We'll see you again when society reopens, and in the meantime, look out for Volume 2, Tour of the Library, coming soon.
Hi Diana, it's Dr. Nightswander. I know we haven't had a session in a couple months, but I have a book that I think you might like called The Quickening Spirits. If you want to just call me back, make an appointment, just so you can pick it up. I think that'd be great. Hope you're okay. Oh, God. Orpheus. Gross. Ugh. Come on. Back to where it is.
our stupid old house. Ugh. Fine, front door, break it down. We'll just have to call the contractor and get a new door and fix everything else. Orpheus, would it kill you to help me or something?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Looking for Jingler J742-32112.
You're looking at him.
Given the current state of emergency in our country due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the federal government, invoking the powers of Section 33, Sub-Article 999, Paragraph 23 of the United States We Have No Time to Lose Act, do hereby order the procurement of all jinglers in the service of our national security. In the interest of raising citizens' awareness to the dangers of COVID transmission through careless and unhygienic social interaction, jinglers will be required to compose effective, memorable, ring-a-ding ditties that promote distancing guidelines and incite proper fear of infection. It is the hope of our Commander-in-Chief to eradicate this germ, this invisible enemy, this, I don't even know what to call it, but it's genius, and get our country back on track. Failure to comply with the powers invoked in this article will result in the revocation of license to practice jingling in all venues, private or public. Submit within 3 days in an attachment to the Department of Homeland Security. Write in the subject line, "We have no time to lose" act.
Six feet away is where I'll stay. Wear a mask, wear a mask. If you have a fever, don't give it to your neighbor. Wear a mask, wear a mask. A cough or a hack could be your last. Wear a mask, wear a mask. 6 feet away is where I'll stay. Wear a mask, wear a mask.
And the internet's out. Again. Whoa!
Whoa!
Can you hear me?
What? Yeah, I can hear you. How is this working?
Alright, let's have some fun with this.
No, that one.
Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Take pen and ink and write it down.
Wonderful.
Here we have to go.
Hey, let's try this mirror thing again tomorrow, okay?
Alright, bye guys. See ya.
I remember that book. So many memories. The End. A community media project with Northampton Open Media. Directed by Operation 5 at 6 and 7. Written by Aaron Berman, Keaton Hogan, and Isaac James. That's going way too fast. Can you stop? Whoa. The cat made it? Where am I? There I am. Yay!
Oh no, there's none left.
This just in. Due to stores being closed early for the cleaning and now the hoarding of toilet paper, the Paper Puppy Corporation is having a toilet paper lottery for a year's worth of 240 rolls of 2-ply premium toilet paper. Log on to our website now to win. Congratulations, Mr. Hillsdale. You won the year's worth of toilet paper! Yes! Yeah! Whoa! I'm not gonna have to buy toilet paper for a whole year! Ah!
Bailiff, what's next on the docket? Thank you. Okay. Hillsdale versus Paper Puppy Corporation. Find Princess Winter pays shipping. Well, Mr. Hillsdale, You should have read the fine print. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Instead of paying $179 drop shipping, you're going to pay just 99 cents. Take that, Paper Puppet Corporation.
Yes. Ah, so absorbent, so clean. Yes. It's mine. All mine.
I'm going to a gunfight just down the street. There's a couple of lunatics playing army out by the creek. They got shotguns and revolvers. Me? All I need is a shard of my cheese. Yeah, hickory smoked farmed cheddar cheese. It's sharp, and I like it like that. It's sharp, and I like it like that. It's sharp. It's sharp. I'm going to a gunfight. Going to Well, I went to a gunfight down the street. Bunch of lunatics playing army out by the creek. Had shotguns and revolvers. Me, I whipped out a shard of my cheese and I got shot. 80 times I got shot. 80 times I got shot. As far as credits, I'd like to thank credits, because without credits, we wouldn't be able to give credits. So, thank you, credits.
Hey, Autumn, what are you doing?
I never would have imagined a dark underbelly, but it admitted. But there she was, lying on the sidewalk with a size 5 knitting needle stuck in her neck. So you know why you're here.
There must be some kind of mistake.
Listen, Miss Williams is dead.
What? That girl? Oh my goodness, how terrible! Who would do such a
She was
thing?
stabbed with a knitting needle, just like the one you used in the competition. Those had given me the footage. They were head-to-head like a boxing match, needles in
Most rows
hand.
completed in 3 minutes takes the title. Betty, are you ready to defend it? In 3, 2, 1, stitch away. 3, 2, 1, needles down. And Autumn wins. Congratulations, we have a new record. What do you have to say?
I can't believe it. It's like I just love creating things, and sometimes I feel like the knitting is my baby.
It was hard to reconcile the woman in front of me, but the video said it all. She wasn't going to give up that title so easily. Who else would have motive?
Well, there were other people there. She beat all of us.
But it was your record, wasn't it? Your name coming off the plaque. You killed her because she was better than you.
Yes, fine, I did it. I killed her. She deserved it. She knitted for trees and bicycles. And trees don't get